Hey guys, so I am back with a quick Invisalign update. I'm not going to make this one long because there's not really much to say. I had said initially that when I got my trays in, which was last Tuesday, that I was going to do an update 3 days later. I decided to wait on that. So it's now Monday, so tomorrow will be a full week with the trays in. So basically the like my orthodontist and like most people based on my research have said, the first 3 days are definitely the worst in terms of pain, but for me it was very tolerable, especially with Tylenol helped a lot. The I could literally feel the shifting in my teeth the very first day, and especially the first night that I got them in. My S's sound really off right now. I don't know why, because they haven't really. But I did just put them in. I just got done eating a little bit ago and I put them back in, so maybe it's because of that. I don't know. Anyway, so as far as the pain goes, it was the only way that I can really explain the first day is that it felt like my face, like here, my sinus cavity, whatever, was like open, like super expanded. My nose was running constantly. Almost kind of like a tingling, like numb sensation, kind of. But so that was like the day that I got them in. That's what I noticed the most. I could definitely feel pressure. And then the day after, so again, I got him in on last Tuesday. So Wednesday, when I woke up, it wasn't, yeah, it's painful, but not really. Like I could feel, pain, what's the word I'm looking for? Like more so in some teeth than in others. Specifically, my bottom right molar, all of my upper right molars, and then the down here, like where the crowding is right here. So there's obviously not a lot of progress. I'm only on tray 1. I change over to tray number 2 in 4 days. I change them every 10 days, like I said in my previous video. So as far as pain goes, again, I got them on Tuesday. Friday morning, I woke up and had pain. Again, it's not really like pain like you're thinking, like excruciating. It's more like it's painful, but it's not like, oh my God, I got to take these things out. It's not that bad. It's like you can literally just feel your teeth moving. So Friday morning, I woke up and I felt it a lot in this molar back here. The bottom molars especially aren't even really that bad. Like if you look, the molars are okay, but because of the crowding here, they all have to shift. So, and my upper molars, they told me, are like out a little bit, like they're on some sort of like a shift or a tilt, whatever you want to call it. So that was really like the extent of it. So I noticed this, and this is why I'm making this video. Friday morning, like I said, when I woke up, I still had pain like in this molar down here and then like up on the top. Later on Friday, it was gone. Like I had taken Tylenol that morning. I had been taking Tylenol for the first 3 days that I had them in, pretty consistently. Like every 6 hours, I was taking 1 or 2. But it really was not anywhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. I wouldn't even say a full headache. It was more head pressure. I could feel like, my jaws were sore, the insides of my lips, where in my previous video, if you watched it, where the attachments are, like, especially I pointed this out on this tooth right here, from rubbing up on the inside of my bottom lip. You can't even see it anymore because I think it's gone. Where the attachments are on the outside of the aligners was rubbing up against my gums. That pain, and it really wasn't even painful again, subsided relatively quickly. So Friday midday, I noticed that I didn't feel any pressure anymore, like pain. I'm just going to say pain. Pressure you feel every time the trays are in, but it is not painful, at least for me. They're in right now, and obviously I can feel that they're in and they're tight, but they're supposed to be, but I'm not in any pain whatsoever. So yeah, so it honestly was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. The only two things I think that I wanted to note, obviously when the trays are out now, because they've already started to shift and move, I no longer have my what used to be natural. It was natural, but we're fixing that bite. When I bite down with when I bite down with them in, that you're biting again on plastic, so you can't really see, but when I bite down with the trays out, the only four teeth, I guess, that are touching are this one and yeah, this one. Wait a minute. This one and this one, and this one and this one. So I guess incisors, I think they're called. So my molars no longer touch when the trays are out, and they're not supposed to. That means that my teeth are moving and they're doing what they should. Also, IPR, which is I found out from a Invisalign support group. It stands for interproximal reduction, I think, which is what I explained in my last video. That's where they take it's almost like an emery board type material, and they put it for me in between my two front teeth right here. Can't even see it. You can't even tell that there's like a little gap there, and then somewhere over on this side of my mouth. For the first couple of days whenever I floss, I could like move the floss up and down, and there was like really like no friction at all. I'm starting to notice as of yesterday, and then again this morning when I floss between my two front teeth, there's definitely still a gap there, but it's starting to close. Like I can feel a little bit of friction or whatever you want to call it when I put the floss in. So the IPR, which is if for people that have crowding, you'll probably need that if you go the Invisalign route. It's scary getting it done, but it doesn't hurt, and it really is beneficial in the long run because it helps all of your teeth move, especially with my case, my upper teeth, because I have all of my back molars on both sides. Two of the teeth on my on the upper part of my mouth are crowns from having root canals. But because they're so crowded, if he didn't do the IPR between some of my teeth, they wouldn't be able to move properly. So everything seems like it's going great. Again, first 3 days were when I could actually feel movement. On rare occasion, I'll get like a tinge of pain. Like last night, I noticed it was only for about a minute. It felt like this tooth right here, like it was like a little tiny blip of pain, like, and then it went away. So again, like I said in my previous video, the only regret that I have as of right now still is not doing it sooner. I would still absolutely recommend doing it. And one more thing, and then I'm going to end this video. I'm going to make another video after I put my next tray in, probably after I've had them in for like a day. I'll touch base with you again, and then I can show you set one, what they look like out. I don't want to take them out on the video right now, but I will do it when I switch trays so you guys can see it. So thank you to a good friend of mine, because I was having a really, really hard time getting these out of my mouth. With that being said, it's easier. So I had 20 attachments when I got the Invisalign on last Tuesday. I think only like 16 of them, maybe even 15, are still in there. All of them have stayed on my bottom teeth, I think, with the exception of maybe one. So if you look, I think 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them on the bottom have the attachments. I think this one may have fallen off right here. I think. Again, I called my orthodontist and he said as long as the trays aren't falling out of your mouth and as long as they click in, you're fine. He will put them back on at my next visit, and some of them will probably fall off again after that. But again, I've lost quite a few on the top of my mouth. So when I go to take my trays out, I am able to get them out super easily by going in on this side because there's no attachment. There should be on this tooth, and these two fell off. So the first attachment on this side of my mouth right now is this one. So when I go to take the top ones out, I take them out from there and they pop out just fine. The bottom ones, I was going nuts. I broke my, I cut my nails because they were too long. I broke the nail because it was, even after I cut it, actually, I broke it again. I don't know if maybe my nails aren't that strong or whatever, but they are really in on the bottom. So anyway, a good friend of mine gave me these orthodontic keys. And they're basically exactly what they look like and exactly what you see. I'm not going to take them out, but I'll kind of demonstrate. So you can get them. I think she said she got them on Amazon. I was going to order them on Amazon, but I didn't want to wait. And she lives really close to me, so she had these and a couple of other things, just like some extra Invisalign crystals, which are, again, if you don't have them, just use Effordent. Some whitening spray that I haven't used yet because I'm a little afraid to, since the attachments are on my teeth. I'm worried that I'm going to whiten like the teeth around the attachment, so I haven't used that yet. But anyway, with the orthodontic key, here it is out of the packet. What I've been doing, so what I was doing on the bottom is going in like right here, and you kind of go like that. And again, I'm not going to do it, but you get in there, you pull out a little bit and then up, and it helps to get them out of your mouth. I struggled with this so badly for the first couple of days. It took me probably 15 minutes to get the bottom ones out with my fingers. Once I got the key, it took me about 5 minutes. Now I'm down to maybe a minute tops. But what I was doing was going from this side right here. Now look at that. There's like you got to be careful with these things because like when you're pulling it away, it inevitably, I feel like, causes a little bit of a bend in the tray. And it looked to me like down here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it almost looks like a little tiny piece of the plastic came off, like it cracked, not cracked, but like came off. They're fine. They still go in fine. There's no like actual solid crack going through it or anything like that. So what I've been doing now, is going in like this. So from my furthest molar back, like just like I showed you, going in like that, and they seem to usually cooperate. For the most part, I get it under there, this side comes up, and then I pull it up across. That's the way that my orthodontist told me to do it. I really feel like my S's sound really off. I don't know. Maybe it's it kind of seems like it comes and goes. Like sometimes I feel like I can say my S is fine, and then other times I feel like I have a lisp. But again, we're doing this for the long-term outcome, so I don't care. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, everything's been great. It just now feels like I have trays in my mouth. And again, because my dentist did the IPR, I am starting to, when I'm flossing, feel like the teeth shifting. So yeah, I just wanted to do like a quick check-in, touch base with everybody. Let you guys know the first couple days are gonna be painful, more sore and annoying than anything. Like it's not like you're like, oh my god, in tears, excruciating pain. It's not like that. At least it wasn't for me. I dealt with it, everything's been fine. Again, you have to be very on top of this. Like you can't eat or drink anything other than water with these trays in. I'm already losing weight. I can see it. I can feel it. It's like really, it's weird. But luckily, I'm at a healthy weight right now, so I can afford to lose a little bit. It's not going to be the end of the world, but I am not snacking anymore. Like I take them out in the morning, for like breakfast or whatever, like a midday lunch, and then I take them out for dinner. And when I take them out for dinner, that's when I soak them in the actual cleaner. When I take them out in the morning and in the afternoon, I just clean them with a toothbrush and soap, which is what they told me to use. So far, so good. So I just wanted to let you guys know that everything's going great. You can't really see much progress yet. I did notice down here, maybe they got a little bit straighter, but again, we're not really going to see any results for at least probably, excuse me, a couple of probably months, I would assume. Like that's when it'll be like really noticeable. So I can, when I'm flossing, not even just between my two front teeth, there's gaps in between a lot of my other teeth. You just have to be really on top of it. Excuse me. You have to brush every single time you take them out and you put them back in. Floss, brush, the whole nine. I did get an electric toothbrush. I love it. It's like Oral-B. I got it from Giant. I think it was like $15 or something like that. It's just, I feel like it's better for my teeth in the long run. But that's about it. Again, I don't want to make this one long. I just want to do a quick check-in, touch base with you guys and let you know, yes, it does hurt or whatever. It's uncomfortable for the first couple of days, but once you have the tray in, it, I don't know why my throat's doing that. I'm sorry. My cheeks are rosy too. I don't know what's going on. I better not be getting sick. Anyway, when you have the trees in initially, especially I feel like the first set, you're getting used to something completely foreign being in your mouth. No one's used to having plastic in your mouth at all times. So you just, but again, like I have never once taken these out and then put them back in without flossing and brushing. My gums look amazing. You can see on the top, like, hold on. They look great. None of my gums, there was one spot right here where every time I was flossing before it would bleed. Only in that spot. It was the weirdest thing. The rest of my teeth, I could put the floss in, back and forth, the whole nine, no blood whatsoever. It was doing it between these two, I think, or these two. And now it's not. So I don't know if maybe the crowding had something to do with it. But now when there is no blood in my mouth whatsoever from any of my teeth, and again, it was only from the one before because I did floss and brush like every day before I got these in, but it has completely altered my daily routine. My oral hygiene has gotten way better, and I feel like even once these are out, which again we're talking 13 to 18 months, if not longer from now, till I get these out. But I feel like once they are out, I'm just gonna probably like every single time I eat, I'm gonna brush and floss because I notice now how much food really does get stuck up in there. So again, when you get them in and then they've been in for, we're at a week, but it was really like 3 days in, I noticed that my bite is gone. I can no longer bite down on my molars, which again, that's fine. It's part of the process. It's normal. It's nothing to worry about. So that's where we're at. I really wanted to show you guys, if you're going to get Invisalign, I don't know why that it doesn't come with these. They should. I don't know if maybe the orthodontist doesn't recommend them because you can break the aligners if you're like really, like go in there and yank it. Don't do that. Watch some videos, do some research. There's like videos of orthodontists showing you how to use them. If you're able to get them out with your fingers, I would recommend doing that and not using the key. But on my bottom ones, it's just not happening without breaking nails and wearing down the enamel on my nails. It was like a whole thing. So, again, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comment section below. I will respond to each and every one of them. If it's any question for my orthodontist, I will ask him at my next appointment and I will answer them to the best of my ability. So thank you guys for watching me on my journey so far. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.